the early days of man, created in a lab. A pack of wild dogs to aid us in our fight. Attack the mayor now!
What's defying racial law? What's the greatest project out?
A sacrifice to something planet must be made to save our phones. I'll fight that bitch in court for custody of my son.
He's 23.
Something planet, you're my golden boy. What have we done? What have we done? I murdered my only son. SomethingPlanet.com has just begun.
Something Planet was filmed in front of a live studio audience. Something Planet Podcast, episode number 452. Welcome to it. I'm your host, John Jay, and with me are three commie Antifa anarchists, terrorists.
Yay, yay!
Eat the rich.
I
And
support
also-
the government.
And also, Amanda Wilson's here.
Hi.
Hey, girl.
I didn't want to loop
Hey.
you in. I didn't want to put you on a terrorist watch list.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah. I mean, not until, you want to be on
I
one.
mean, she got black blood. She already on one. Come on.
That's true.
You know how things are, buddy.
Yeah, but I'm trying to fly under the radar right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You need to straighten that hair.
Need to get that relaxer.
Oh my god.
Yeah, Amanda has been going to some of these protests. That's one of the reasons
Hell
why
yeah.
I wanted to have her in on the show.
Thank you. For
I've
that,
been
by
to
the way.
two. Yeah, I've been to two so far.
That's more than I've been to.
Yeah.
It was my first time ever. It was intense. There was a lot happening.
It was, yeah, so you haven't ever protested anything before? Like, not even at
No.
school or anything?
I don't think so.
Like, if you guys don't start serving bologna sandwiches again on Tuesday, we are going to have a hunger strike.
I
Fuck
went
with
to
protests for bologna sandwiches.
I feel like that happened at my high school. Like,
Tater tots.
like there would be
Bring
kids.
back pizza
What high
on
school?
Friday.
Yeah.
I went to Dunedin High, and I feel like there was always kids like protesting stuff.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
I don't know. I don't know if it was silly stuff. No, I think a lot of it was actually pretty important. A lot of it was like gay rights and stuff like
Did
that.
someone do
Oh.
like the whole end women's suffrage thing, and people were signing up?
Oh,
not,
that was me.
not knowing that
Did
meant
you really? You
women
stole
voting.
a bit from Andy Milonakis and then you tried to do
No,
it? You
Andy
should?
Milonakis stole that bit from the Man Show, which
Yeah.
is where I
Well,
stole it
that's-
from.
well, that was
Yeah, we
Andy
stole it from the same place.
That was
okay?
Andy Milonakis on the Man
Oh,
Show.
was it? Okay. No, I thought I remember it being. Oh, that's right. It was his
Yeah.
Boy Scout character.
Yeah, yeah.
That was.
Yeah.
No, I remember we just put out a petition like that, and just to see how many people like actually paid attention in history class, and it was very few. Yeah.
The only thing close
One girl did get mad at us, and
Well,
now
yeah,
I feel bad
rightfully
about it
so.
now.
You should.
Because we didn't really want to end women's suffrage.
Yeah. The only thing I have close to like pulling off something like that is I got the arena at the Ice Palace to chant pudding at a wrestling match. It was at a WWF a long time ago.
Pudding?
Yeah. It was
What-
like,
in reference to what?
"Pudding." Just got them to do it. I got like a whole bunch of people to start saying it. It was pretty
Okay.
good. Yeah.
Yeah,
That was my protest.
the wrestlers are probably like, fucking Tampa, man.
Yeah.
Wrestling fans will chant anything, won't they?
Oh,
Yeah,
we're yeah.
I think so. So, Amanda, tell us. So, you went to two protests.
Where,
Yeah.
where at?
Where at? In Tampa?
Yeah, I've only been to ones in Tampa so far. I was at the first one that got crazy at University Square Mall. I was
Oh.
not there after dark, but I was.
That's good.
Yeah, that's where I was in the daytime. It started.
Did you get a new PlayStation, Nintendo Switch?
No.
Like-
Actually, being stupid saved me that night because I had forgotten my regular glasses in the car and I only had my prescription sunglasses. So when it started getting dark, I was like, I need to go. I can't see anymore. And then as I was walking back, I could feel like the attitude change. And I was like, yeah, it's probably a good time to leave anyway. But it took me like an hour and 20 minutes to walk back to the car because we had marched so far.
Could you like hear it starting by the time you got back to the
they
car?
were in, yeah, I mean, they weren't looting at that point, but they were blocking off intersections and screaming at the cops. And this was after they had already, they had blocked off on Bush and they burned the mobile station.
Oh, I didn't even hear about that.
Yeah, I was at that intersection before they burned it, but when they were looting it, that was in the daytime. Like the sun, it was like maybe 6 o'clock in the afternoon, and
Some
people
light
were,
daytime looting.
well, the scary thing was people kept throwing fireworks, and like,
Shit.
I don't know, if you haven't heard a firework in a while, it kind of like makes you think of a gunshot immediately.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it was scary because I was like, why are you taunting them with fireworks? Because then they're going to think that someone's shooting and start shooting
Yeah,
us.
do not give these motherfuckers an excuse.
Yeah, I'm all for protesting and, like, getting a little crazy, but I was like, why would you do something that purposely puts us in danger? Like, what?
Yeah.
But,
don't know.
yeah, it was pretty wild.
Well, there were confirmed white supremacists at that protest,
Oh,
like
was
trying
there?
to instigate stuff. So
Yeah,
it's
what are they called,
probably them.
Agent provocateur.
They're the,
Agent
the
provocateurs.
Boogaloo
No,
boys.
Probably.
the Groypers.
Most of the
They're
things that have
groypers.
come
I don't
out
know what
like
this
that
means.
has been like just somebody, because the one thing that I did see was we were at the police station and somebody jumped on the hood of a cop car, and they were trying to kick off the side view mirror, and it was like a 20-year-old white boy.
Yeah,
Yeah, and
exactly.
other protesters were like, "Get your ass off there!" Like
Did he have a Hawaiian shirt on?
No, he was dressed in all black with like a bandana around his face.
Oh, so that could be.
Antifa commie.
Yep, Antifa commie.
Yeah.
That's a
Or someone pretending to be one.
Yeah, their
Well,
leader
I don't
is
even-
a duck named Joshua.
I don't even believe in Antifa at this point. Just
It's
because
like Santa Claus.
You know, well, no, because if the president's talking about it, then it is most certainly bullshit. So that's how
That's all you
got a
needed to
point.
hear.
That's easy way to figure out what's real and not. Like, what does Donald Trump believe? Okay, well then that's bullshit. No, I feel like there's a couple of there's probably a couple of guys
Sure.
that have Antifa clubs
Sure.
in some of these cities or whatever. But I feel like Antifa is just
Antifa
like a.
clubs, is that what they're called?
I think they are. They're called like clubs. They get together and
Yeah, they
they
get a clubhouse.
they strategize on how to punch Nazis in the
They
face.
put a
I
"No
guess.
Girls Allowed" sign on the outside.
Yeah. No, but I think most people that get called Antifa, who knows what the fuck they are? It's just a guy in
Yeah.
a mask.
It's
Yeah.
not like an organization.
It's the same thing with people who call themselves libertarian. They're not really.
Yeah, you're
not
just
right.
saying it.
They're just pretending they are. So
By the
anyone-
way, this I think this qualifies as a soy boy power hour.
Oh yeah, we're talking
yeah.
about
Oh,
Antifa.
yeah.
Oh, is that the new
what's
segment?
the chat stream say? Or has anyone called us a cuck
No,
yet?
no one's called us
Okay.
a cuck yet. I'm
Oh.
just waiting.
Just wait. Well,
Do you say you will, Amanda?
No, I said, oh.
yeah. This is the secret name for our show now is the soy.
We need a theme song. I'm gonna write one.
You're gonna write it.
Every time we have it, we can play a little.
I don't even do soy milk anymore. It's a little too rough on my stomach.
Yeah,
I
it's-
do
it-
oat milk.
Well, if you
It
have
makes
too
but
much,
oat milk,
It
oat
makes
boy,
it makes your breasts sore. You
yeah,
told me.
exactly. Yeah.
well, no, dude, seriously, if you drink too much soy, it's too much
yeah, I know.
progesterone.
I know,
No, I know.
David. That's
Okay,
why
that's
I'm
estrogen.
like, what?
Anyway,
I
we're
know.
talking about fucking protests.
Sorry, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Oh, soy boys are fighting. No infighting.
Yes.
Soy boy.
So a lot of that protest in Tampa was instigated by the Boogaloo boys, who are
That
weird
can't be
assholes.
the real name.
Yeah.
It is. They're
No,
called
do you know why it's called that?
Yes. Why?
Electric Boogaloo.
So it's from Electric
Oh, yeah.
Boogaloo 2.
Yeah.
No,
because
no,
it's,
you're wrong.
'cause-
You're- it's called Break Into
To
Electric
Electric
Boogaloo.
Okay, sorry.
And it is one of my favorite movies of all fucking
well,
time.
don't
apparently
believe
what
well,
they
now you're a racist.
apparently
What?
what they
There's
say
no
is
Hawaiian
it's,
shirts in that,
what they
though.
say is it's indistinguishable from the first movie,
That-
and that's what they want. They want a
Oh, they
second
want a
civil
civil
war.
war.
They want another
They
civil war.
are dumb as fuck because
yeah,
those
that's-
movies are very different. And the first one, they have to save a community center. And the second one, they have to save a community center and a junior college.
Okay,
Yeah,
that's totally different.
Brad's ranting aside, that's the stupidest reasoning I've
It
ever
is.
heard.
It is.
Yes.
What's up with the Hawaiian shirts? Why do you keep saying
I don't
that?
know. They wear Hawaiian shirts to like identify each other in crowds.
John,
They're
I think
trying
it's
to
Oh,
just
fuck,
coordinate.
I thought
It's
those
like
were
a-
vacation dads.
No,
No.
they were white supremacists.
I don't think they're white. They're not white supremacists.
They are
No,
white
they are.
supremacists.
I don't know, man. I don't get on the
Wait,
internet.
wait,
Well,
no.
but, I mean, but a nice Tommy Bahama, that could be a guy on vacation.
Yeah, no, that's why I feel bad. Like
I know.
racists are
It's-
co-opting Hawaiian
It's
shirts.
ruining my
it's-
relaxation outfits.
They took Pepe, then they took the OK symbol,
They
Yeah.
took the tiki torches.
and they
What
took
about
the tiki
what about
torches.
the mustache?
He-Man.
What about
They
the
took
two
He-Man.
mount? What about the
What?
the Chaplin mustache? Charlie Chaplin
Oh,
mustache.
that's old news.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
no, you can't wear it now.
No, you
What
can't.
if I
If you're
want
Do you
buy
want
it?
to, though?
I think you can.
Michael Jordan could.
I think you can if
Yeah.
you're black. You're
I-
allowed to have a Hitler mustache if you're
No,
black.
you're not. You're
No?
not allowed. Even though I have one on my driver's license, you're not allowed.
That
I
is
forgot
true.
about that.
Your
yeah.
driver's license photo, you do have a
I
Hitler
do.
mustache.
Well, I
Oh,
wanted to
God.
see
On
what I
purpose?
could. Yeah, I basically I tied up my beard in little beads. I shaved the Hitler mustache and I put my dreads in a side pony, and I was gonna wear my glasses upside down. And this is when I had to go get my license renewed. And I remember the lady there. She took one look at me and she's like, "Is this what you're gonna do?" I was smiling weird. She's like, "Yeah." She's like, "I don't give a fuck. It's my last week." I was like, I could have gone so much crazier. I could have got. She didn't care. I could have done whatever I wanted.
Yeah, but if you would have gotten too outrageous, you would not have gotten her.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
would have
You would have gotten the lady who doesn't play.
Yeah.
Should just wear a burqa, like in protest.
I do have a few of them.
Also,
burgers.
don't do any of that stuff
Yeah, don't.
because it creates extra work for them.
Oh, that's true.
Oh,
David's
why?
David's wife works at the DMV.
Yeah, which one does she work at? I'm gonna ruin her day. You ain't having sex for a week, bitch.
Whoa! Please don't.
Please don't.
So, so I don't know. What do you think about the protest, Amanda? Do you think this kind of shit is working? Like,
Yeah,
I feel like it's working.
Yeah, I do think that it's working, and I am gonna go back out this weekend. And I tried to go last weekend, but I got to Tampa, and the people weren't where they said they were gonna be, and I didn't know what to do after that. I was like, so what do you do if you can't find the protesters? I don't know where they were, but they weren't where they said they were gonna meet up
You
at.
could have just started one by yourself there, a lone protester. If you
That's
say
a
it,
sad
they will
protest.
I think this shit's working, and that's what. Because people are saying, like, the governor of New York, I think it was today or yesterday, was like, okay, we get the point. You won. You don't need to protest anymore. And I feel like no. Keep
No.
doing it. This
Yeah,
shit is
keep
working.
doing it. Yeah, as soon as they say that, that means you need to do it twice as hard.
Yeah, and it's the perfect timing because so many people are out of work right now. Like, people have the time and the energy to put their focus into something
yeah,
that
25%
That's
of
what
the
they're
country.
scared about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
think
I
that's what they're
know. They
scared
want
about.
you to stop because they don't want to. Everything that would change is going to negatively affect politicians and the rich and all these people that shouldn't be doing what they're doing in the first place.
Yep.
Yeah, you can tell the protests are working because when people get together and start tearing down statues.
Oh, all over the place.
Yeah.
Stuff.
Like all over the world.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Shit's
all over the world.
worldwide.
They
That's
said
the,
that this is the biggest civil rights movement in the world
It is
ever.
hands
Yeah.
down.
it's happening everywhere. I just found that out that it's happening in Europe. It's
Yeah.
happening in
Yeah, there's
Other
they're throwing
countries.
statues in Europe. Europe, for one, Europe not a country.
You know what's fucked up? I remember reading about the shit growing up and in school and learning about it and thinking like, why the fuck were white people like that? But and like not all white people were like that, obviously, but some were.
Right.
But
Hashtag
now
not
I'm
all
living it.
white
I
people.
see it happening. But these people are on the wrong side of fucking history right
Oh
now.
yeah, no, I mean,
Well, yeah, I saw like the perfect meme and was like, "How are you failing a test when you like literally have the notes? Like,
Exactly. Yeah.
we've already gone through this, and you should know which way to pick at this point."
Like, yeah, how are you on this side? This shit is learned that this is fucking wrong. Like, right off the bat, just judging somebody from their color is wrong. You should fucking know that. But then it was ingrained into us. It was taught to us and shit. But people were still like, nah.
I remember being taught not to be racist when I was a kid. I
Yeah.
feel like that was like big in the '90s. Was like
That's true, yeah.
Yeah,
We all grew up
don't
in
be
a- yeah.
racist.
Yeah.
Well, that's why
Like,
most,
don't be racist,
most
yeah.
people our age aren't.
And then
It's
like the
mostly
90s
these
was like the
fucking
birth
boomers.
of like the Black
Yeah.
Power movement too. So like fucking black
Right.
culture was starting to get more
everybody was wearing the colorful African themed clothing.
Fuck yeah.
stuff like that.
cross colors,
The
baby.
dashiki?
Yeah.
And well, I mean, white people wore those.
Yeah.
They,
What?
y'all always push it a little too far, man.
I've
Like,
never,
know-
I don't wear that
You
shit.
don't. When I
No,
see y'all, I don't
Lauren
know.
went off on some white guy wearing one at First Chance, Last Chance in Ybor.
Oh, she shouldn't go off on.
She was all drunk, and she's like, "Do you even know what that represents?" She went into the whole history of it.
Well, weren't the senators just wearing them?
Yeah, that's what. Yeah.
Yeah.
they
Yeah,
fucking-
but they were
went too
asked
far.
to.
they were asked to.
No,
yeah.
they
By
were-
who?
Oh, they were asked.
They were asked
the
to.
the Black Caucus asked them.
Yeah.
that.
Okay, see, right there.
So they were asked.
Implicit bias on my part.
Yeah.
I
No,
thought they
it
were just-
seems like some dumb shit that they would either do or
Okay,
that
that's-
Fox News would like Photoshop.
Yeah.
Yeah, all I've seen is the photos. I had no idea why they were doing that.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
I mean,
they
it's
were
still
they were
stupid,
asked
but-
to. It's definitely stupid, but they were asked to.
Yeah,
I mean,
it
like,
seemed like they did it on their
what
own.
what if they had said no? You know, like,
Yeah.
that was, like
I'm mad
they
at
had
people
to
who-
say yes.
I'm
Wait,
mad at
is the
people who
Black Caucus
ask.
just trying to embarrass them?
Probably.
Maybe.
That's what it
Probably.
feels.
Good
They're
point.
getting revenge. We're like, how stupid
Yeah.
can we make these people
Oh my
look?
God, that's and they're afraid to.
Y'all
not
gonna
do
wear
it because
dashikis?
they'll come off as racist if they don't.
Oh my God,
We
yeah.
got Amanda. We got white people by the balls right now.
Got 'em
Get
where
away
we
with
want 'em.
anything.
You can't be mean.
All right, we're gonna
You
need you to wear the dashiki, and can you put on
Yo.
just a little black face?
It's
a little
shit's
bit.
just as crazy. I got into an elevator.
Hey,
the other day.
don't say it.
Don't say it.
I got into an elevator the other day with a white lady, and she actually gave me her purse to hold until we got out. That's how fucking shit has changed.
That
It's
seems
so
like
crazy.
entrapment to me.
No.
Then she
no,
called
no,
the cops,
No,
yeah.
no.
JJ said some old drunk white lady at the gas station came up and asked if she could hug him, and she's just so sorry for everything. Like,
Yeah, white women always want to hug JJ. That has nothing to do with the current political climate.
well, she used that as an in.
Oh, I'm so sorry for you people. Want a hug? I don't know you, bitch.
White women are always touching JJ after shows. I have noticed that. I mean, they like older white women for some reason do touch comedians after shows like way more often than they should. But it's even worse with JJ.
You know why they're doing that, though?
I know exactly
They're
why.
old and they're white, and they think it's J.J. Walker. And they're like, oh, yeah, I like him.
Oh, my God.
He don't like black people, too.
Oh, yeah, I heard that.
Yeah, J.J. Walker's a piece of shit.
Oh yeah,
Fuck
he's
you,
a
J.J.
huge
Walker.
piece of shit.
Yeah, I heard he came to
Fuck
town and
you.
was just insane.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
a crazy
fucking-
person.
he, like,
Shout out
shat-
Dree Fryer for
yeah,
calling him
she
out and
shat
ending
out-
his career.
Yep.
Canceled.
Yo, how the fuck is like the symbol of like the black power movement in the '70s gonna get fucking canceled? Like what the fuck?
I don't know. Yeah, because that show was all about bringing people together,
Yeah,
right? You
That'd
know?
be like if Will Smith came out and said like Hitler was right. That'd be so fucking weird, dude.
Oh, well, breaking news.
Breaking news: Will Smith said.
Will Smith
Don't
says,
Who the
don't
fuck is
say
Brad
it.
Gilmore?
Don't
Tell him
say
to
it.
keep his name out my mouth.
So, Will Smith comes out and he just says, I just want to say for the record that the parents do understand, and Hitler was right. Good night.
And by the way, yeah.
It's fucking insane to me. Fuck him though. Not
crazy
Will
shit.
Smith, J.J. Walker.
No, fuck Will Smith. You
No,
heard it here first.
Will
Bradley Gilmore. Fuck Will Smith.
Why you keep
Oh,
saying
don't
my
hurt
name?
Will Smith's feelings.
Yeah,
Give
Brad.
my address out.
Trump's gonna start his rallies back up again. I just got a text from somebody that was watching.
Well, he still has
commenting
to go, right?
commenting on the lack of social distancing that we have going on right now.
Look, my arms are
Look,
6 feet.
all you motherfuckers have already moved in anyway, so
Yeah, we
I
live
live
here.
here.
We
I live here.
buddy.
Amanda just moved in.
she just got her
Oh, is
sleeping-
that what happens? You walk in the door and you live here now?
Yep.
Yeah,
That's
it's
how we
like
get around
it's like
the-
in Fight Club. You got to go down to the basement. and You can take a bunk.
Does it really matter anymore now that they've opened the whole fucking country up?
Well,
At least this state.
Technically, yeah, because we're
Yeah,
having
but
a huge
no,
spike.
I don't see anyone. Well, we're still not out of the
Okay,
first
yeah, but yeah,
wave.
you guys aren't. Nobody's going out and being around people like John. John and Amanda. You're not doing comedy shows. David, you're not going out
doing
to eat at
comedy shows.
restaurants.
Yeah, I was gonna
Yeah.
say
You're not going to
uh,
libraries and books.
I'm eating at
yeah, I
restaurants.
am doing comedy shows.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm
wow,
doing comedy
guys.
shows. Yeah.
Yeah, we're
cool.
all doing comedy
So you're
shows.
getting around people, huh?
Oh,
Well,
yeah.
Wow.
I never know what the right thing to do is, and then you go
I
on
know
Twitter
you-
and you feel horrible
I
because
know you guys are
I
doing
cannot log
shows.
on to Twitter without seeing at least one person say, "Fuck you guys, my grandma died from COVID."
Yeah, well,
How many?
Yeah.
like I didn't give it to her.
I've been to like 10 comedy shows, and I've hugged everybody there every time.
Well, I don't hug you anymore though.
I don't hug.
That's
I
just
hug
because like
you.
no, it's don't you force
You know what?
yourself
This
on me.
Yeah.
social distancing is honestly pretty great because it's an excuse to have people stay as far away as they should have the whole time.
Yeah.
But now
Right.
you can be like, no, like you're not allowed.
And you
to.
noticed when you came in here, I was like, "Hey, can I hug you?"
Yeah.
Because I'm not just gonna go up and hug you, but I haven't seen you in so long, and I missed you.
Yeah.
Well, there's some weird people that I don't want hugging me, so now I can
Exactly.
be like, it's the law.
Yeah.
When I'm out in public, I always try to keep my distance from everyone. But
Well,
they,
yeah,
but
I
they
always
always,
have.
but they always come to me. I was just at the beach. I was on the pier. I was watching the sunset, and this boomer group comes over,
Boomer.
and this woman just like sidles right up next to me. It's like
Yeah.
to take a picture. It's like, hello, can you?
No, they don't get
Scoot.
it.
But did you say anything?
Well, here's
though?
the thing. I'm gonna stay away
I did.
from. I'm gonna stay away from everybody that wants me to stay away from them,
Yeah.
Okay.
and I'm going to want almost everybody to stay the fuck away from me.
So
and
business as usual.
That's gonna be. I mean, that is pretty much business as usual.
Yeah,
except
that's-
now it's like what Amanda's saying. It's like I can say that,
Yeah.
and then people
And that's not
aren't
weird.
allowed to get mad at me.
Yeah.
Like, hey, don't fucking touch me. Don't walk close to me.
Yeah,
Like,
I feel like it's
I don't
like,
fucking know you.
Yeah.
obviously it sucks that people are getting sick and dying and having lasting effects and stuff like that. But a lot of like social changes that are happening, I'm happy for. Why haven't the grocery stores been cleaning the carts the whole fucking time?
Yeah.
Like,
Well, I
it's
always
just making.
I
people-
always cleaned the cart
I do
every
too.
single time, and
too.
people give me dirty looks for that shit. Like,
But there's so many
like
people
no,
who
I'm
are disgusting.
cleaning my
and-
hands.
yeah.
I'm like I try to be a cleanly person always.
Yeah.
So I
But
don't.
so many people aren't, and it's
so
so
many people.
upsetting.
I know.
Yeah.
It's so upsetting.
And it's even.
I saw a dude at Side Splitters last night fucking go into the bathroom, take a piss, and he rinsed his hands for like 5 seconds maybe, and then walked.
Yeah, I've
walked
seen
out. I'm
people
like,
that
"God,
they
come
just
on."
put water on and walk away.
Yeah.
I was like,
Like, that
that's
don't do
not
it.
what
well,
we're.
people do that so they can be like not get accused of not washing their hands. It's like,
But if you're
dude,
going
put
through
in
the
ex-
motions,
exactly,
yeah.
just fucking wash
It's an
your
extra
hands.
15 seconds.
Dude,
Just do it.
I worked in the food industry for like a long fucking time. So like, you get trained on shit. And it's gross how fucking people are. Like, how do
Yeah.
you not wash your hands?
Oh, people
I
are
don't
nasty.
touch toilet seats, man. If I'm in a public place, I use my foot to lift that bitch up.
Yep.
I use my foot to unzip my pants and pull out my dick too.
Wait, the
He
same
uses-
foot you use on the toilet seat?
Wait, no, I
No,
alternate
he
feet.
uses his foot to jack off every night.
Well, yeah, you
The
know.
same foot you used to touch the toilet seat?
Yeah, man. I like to live
And
on
Brad
the edge.
never
I use
washes
a
his
condom.
feet.
I use a condom though.
Yeah, he just
Oh,
washes
okay.
his
I put it
hands.
on with
okay.
my feet.
Okay, that makes
This
sense.
just got
a
so
foot
weird.
condom?
Yeah. No, a dick condom that I put on with my foot.
And a foot condom.
And a
You
foot
should-
condom.
Well, yeah, I need a foot
Which is a
condom to
sock.
protect myself from my dick. So
A
that
sock is a foot condom.
well, duh. I mean, yeah, it is.
So, what do you guys think about Trump's rally? Trump supporters are
he's-
going to sign a waiver saying
Oh, I saw
that
that.
they can't sue him if they catch coronavirus at his rally.
Yep.
I hope if they sign it that they definitely get coronavirus.
That'd be
Yeah,
great.
I
They
know.
would never sue Trump.
But here's
anyway.
the thing: like, if
Oh, they would.
if nobody's socially, or if a lot of people aren't socially distancing, it's about the same as no one socially distancing.
yeah.
Yeah.
So, and well, I mean, here's the thing: if you're fucking old, you should definitely stay inside. Like, my parents are taking this shit seriously.
Yeah, they should.
They're
But
not gonna-
those are the age group that's going to be there.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
my parents never do shit anyway. Yeah, but it's gonna be a bunch of boomers at these rallies, and a lot of people are gonna get pretty sick, you know, because I mean, you always see like the guys on the little rascal scooters with the oxygen tanks in line for these Trump rallies. You know, like those are the dudes that fucking die from this shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's fake news, so it's just the flu, so it doesn't matter.
So, yeah.
apparently,
More people die from the flu every year, David.
Yeah.
I know exactly. So why are they concerned about protests and rioting and looting? Because
Yeah.
far less people die from that than the flu every
More
year.
people die from the flu than protests every year.
Yeah, exactly. So
Well,
we should
yeah.
loot and riot.
How
More-
many people does a Trump rally hold?
I don't know, like 20,000 people.
Oh.
Yeah, we're. I mean, like,
I mean, where do they have these at?
we're like around
A
here,
former Klan
Well-
meeting places.
like
An arena?
arenas. Yeah.
Like
mean,
the Ice Palace.
The good news
Baseball
is
stadiums.
that Trump rallies always seem to operate at like 25% capacity anyway, so they're good.
Well, this is an election year though, so people want
God,
to
this is such a shit election.
people
and
want to stroke the
I
hand.
think the more interesting thing to talk about too is his first rally is in Tulsa
They
Yeah.
canceled
on,
it.
on
Yeah.
Juneteenth.
No,
oh, they did.
No,
Yeah,
they
they
moved it. They
rescheduled
moved it
it.
to the 20th.
Moved it
it's
one
still gonna
day.
be in Tulsa.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's still gonna be in Tulsa.
He shouldn't. Oh God.
Well, I mean, I bet people are gonna show up there to fucking protest. I mean, they
Yeah.
always do, right?
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah,
So-
there's usually protesters there.
Yeah, this is his first rally since everybody's been like
oh,
out in
that's
the
true.
streets. So
oh, I bet Secret
Yeah.
Service is going to be out and about,
Yeah.
out in force.
I hope nothing fucking bad happens, dude.
Yeah, I don't.
That would fucking suck.
I hope shit stays peaceful for sure.
Yeah.
Because that shit is scary, you know. And like, even though I like hate most people that like Donald Trump, like I still don't want them to be like hurt. You
Yeah,
know,
no.
like
Well, like,
I just want you
do
to
you mean, like,
stop
quick-
talking forever.
do you mean like
Yeah.
quickly like murdered, so they don't feel
So they
anything?
don't feel
Don't
anything.
say it.
Don't say it.
Oh, you
That's a
guys are
joke.
bad.
Terms of service, not it has
Pipe
not been.
bombs.
We do
Terms
not.
of
We do
Don't
not.
say pipe bomb.
No,
But
don't
it's in the
say that.
context. The
The
context.
context. No,
God.
we don't condone violence. That's
At
a-
all.
That's a joke.
Yeah,
Anyway,
don't
we're
do
gonna
it.
do a song. So we're gonna take a break, and we'll be right back. Right now, we're gonna play a song from Fam, and it's called "Wild Lives."
It's lit, fam.
Make too many mistakes, so I just stop keeping track.
get back to you. And the means and the answer we justify the rest. That's the way it works. So keep running and make it through these fighting lines. You won't regret. And these fighting times, you won't forget. No regrets.
That's good. I might tattoo that on my chest or better yet up on my neck. So when you stand behind me, know what life I live. My best. Don't second guess or try to please the rest. This is a test
Of your emergency preparedness.
When life hands you stress, play the wild card, carelessness. With that independent spirit, you can handle this. Put a candle on my casket if I ever quit. Oh, but I'll never quit.
These fighting lines, you won't regret. These fighting lines, you won't forget. I won't
And now, words of wisdom with Oscar Award winner Nicolas Cage.
Holy shit. They should have been put back in the barn hours ago. You haven't even fed them yet, have you? What do you mean you tried? Do you have any idea how much those animals cost us? They are alpacas. Alpacas.
That was Words of Wisdom with Oscar Award winner Nicolas Cage, sponsored by Wizard Beard Productions.
It's the snakes.
Welcome back.
Hello.
It's the snakes.
It is the Snakes. That was Words of Wisdom with Nicolas Cage, brought to you by Wizard Beard Productions. Check out WizBeardPro.
No, I got rid of WizBeard Pro. It's just WizBeard.com now.
WizBeardPro.org.
Wizzy. No, it's
.net.
weirdbeard.tv.org.com.
.io.
Slash dot.
Yes.
It's
There could be more than one dot.
/DavidTheDay.
Do you need a VPN to get on that?
Yeah.
A very private network. Is that what that stands for?
But if you need a VPN,
Is that what that stands for?
check out Wizard
I have no
Beard
idea.
Pro.
What, Jared? What does VPN stand for?
Virtual private.
Oh man, very private network. That sounds better though.
Yeah, that was also Fam with Wild Lives.
It's lit, fam.
We're
lit,
here. You guys wanted to talk about the Jonas Brothers for some reason?
Oh no, we were just me and Jared. And David had. I guess we were talking about the Jonas
You
Brothers.
guys
we both
dated
had,
a Jonas?
No,
Well, we had
David
tickets to
slept
the
with
Jonas
one.
Brothers. We
Yes.
wanted to know if you wanted to come.
Yeah.
Oh, when is the show?
Now.
June 26th. Do you have anything to do on that day, John?
Juneteenth.
Is there-
First Trump, now the Jonas Brothers.
Yeah.
They're all trying to take Juneteenth.
I feel like the Jonas Brothers could like run for president, but like
As a, they
Together.
have to, yeah, they're one person. Yeah.
they tried to go off on their own. It didn't work.
I don't even know how many Jonas
Anyway,
Brothers there are.
There's three.
So you guys,
There's
They,
four.
they sing Bop.
so you guys
No,
kidnapped.
That's Hanson.
Wow,
you
that was
guys kidnapped
disrespectful.
one of the Jonas Brothers.
What?
It's the
Yeah.
snakes.
Larry.
No, I was telling David
Larry
earlier
Jonas.
Larry Jonas.
that the Jonas Brothers actually opened for me one time.
Really? Wait,
Not
when?
really, but really. It was.
They
back
opened
in
the door for him.
No, it was back in the Weak Sauce days, and we were playing a show in Tampa, and there was a show before our show, and we walk in there, and there's like 20 tweens just screaming at these guys on stage, and I'm like, what the hell's going on? And the guy who was running the door was like, it's like a Disney little show.
They must
thing.
have been
Yeah.
like little kids back then.
They they were young. They were all
Okay.
all younger than me. Maybe the oldest one was around my age actually. So I'm like,
Was
all
it
right,
Larry?
whatever. No, I don't know what their names are. I know they're Jonases. I think one's Joe, which is a
Joe-
funny
Joe,
Jonas.
Jill, and Jeremy
Yeah.
Jonas, I
Yeah.
believe are their
Well,
names.
we should ask Amanda. She has kids.
No, Jonas Brothers are old.
Do
Our
you-
kids
yeah,
don't
do-
listen to
I-
Jonas
I
Brothers.
actually, one of them is on one of those singing shows right now, and I only know that because my daughter's been binge watching it.
Oh, The Voice.
Yeah.
Is it that boy?
Yeah, he's a coach, but I don't know. Maybe
It's
Nick.
probably Joe.
Yeah,
It's probably
one of
Larry.
those.
Jill Jonas.
Nick.
Larry
I think it's
Jonas.
Nick.
Oh, Nick Jonas.
All right, so I go outside and I'm like warming up, and the oldest one comes over to me. He's like, "Man, you're really good." I was like, "Oh, thank you." And I'm like, he's like, I'm by this big tour bus that has like Disney logos on it, and the name, I'm assuming it said Jonas Brothers at the time. He's like, "Yeah, we just got signed with like Disney a couple weeks ago. Like, we're gonna be really, really big." And I was like, "Okay." And then I was like, "Nice to meet you." And I went over and I was like, "Yeah, okay, whatever, kid."
That was your chance.
So not shit you not. The next day, I worked at Toys R Us at the time. I'm stocking DVDs in the electronics section, and I pull out one from the case, and it's a picture of that dude and some two other dudes. And it's like the Jonas Brothers, and I'm like, what the fuck? And then they just explode everywhere, like literally, they fucking just.
He was trying to offer you a purity ring, man. You
Yeah.
should have taken it.
No, he was like, you should come join my band, like jokingly.
Yeah, you could have been. You could have
I
been famous.
I could,
you
well,
could have been
I
the
could've
fourth Jonas.
I could have been better off financially than I am fucking
Yeah,
out.
Brad has to say
Brad
he was all
Jonas.
joking about it, just to sleep at night.
Yeah, it never happened. Did you zoom in, David? You should-
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it never happened.
Good acting, Brad. Good
I could
acting.
act. I
He
could be
could
an
be an
actor.
actor.
Man, anyone watching you right
And
now
a
should be
director.
very impressed, Brad.
Oh, you're
Yeah.
such a piece of
Comment
shit.
in the chat if you think Brad could be an actor.
Yeah, if you think Brad is cute and could be an actor or something,
You're
say
so
it in the
fucking
chat.
dumb.
Yeah,
Oh,
let
man.
him know how you feel, ladies
Oh my god.
and guys.
But don't say it.
Don't say it.
Don't say it.
I
I
finally,
mean, you can say it.
I
you know.
finally confronted the guy that we talked about months ago on the show, and you're the one who brought this up to me.
Yeah.
The guy that was like doing the joke that was super
Oh,
similar to mine.
Yeah. You mean exactly like yours?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty
It
much
was
the
verbatim.
same.
He even cut his hair like yours too.
It was the same, except he changed the nouns.
Yeah.
Like, it's just
He
different
The
Matt
nouns.
who,
Mouse
what, where, why, and how.
And the punchline was all the same.
Someone
so,
stole your joke?
no, I talked to him about it last night, and he was like fucking mortified. And I really don't think he stole it. If he did, it was like completely unintentional.
Yeah.
You know, just like maybe he heard me say it, and then a month later,
That's a fucking
thought
worst
of an
for
idea.
writing something new because you're like you feel like Because it always sounds so good, and you feel
Well,
like
when
I
it
had
comes
to
out of
hear this.
nowhere
Yeah.
and it's already funny, that's when
You're like, did I hear
you
it?
start questioning it. You're like, like this joke feels done, and I just thought of it out of nowhere.
Yeah.
And then you have to like fucking Google it and like
And then ask your friends.
yeah. So I talked to him about it, and yeah, he like I'm glad Jared came because I was like, dude, it's okay, just relax.
Oh, he's like shaking and shit.
No, he was like just like staring at me. I was like, are you gonna fight me?
Yeah, he had real deer in the headlights look. Like
Oh.
he looked real shocked, like someone just told him like his dad died. Like that's how mortified he was.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he
Well,
likes
that's like
you
a
lot,
mortal
too, though.
sin in the comedy world. So
Right,
he's probably like, oh God, I'm gonna get canceled.
Yeah.
It's like,
And
no.
like I told him, I was like, do not worry about that. If anybody fucking asks, I will tell them that I do not think that you stole the joke from me.
Yeah.
And so that's all I wanted to say on the show. It's because before you guys had me all worked up, like he definitely stole it.
we were ready to kick that guy's
You
ass.
guys had me real worked up, okay?
That's what your friends are supposed to do. We're supposed to hype you the fuck up.
Well, Brad was the first one that told me about it, and I was like, nah. I mean, I didn't hear it, but
and I
like,
barely hear it,
I
too,
feel
'cause
like
I'm
you're
very
wrong,
dumb.
you
Yeah.
know.
See? And who was right?
Well, hey,
You're right.
how close do you think you can have a joke to someone else before it's like you're doing the same bit?
I think it could be the same subject, but if any of the tags or the punchlines are the same, then it's
Yeah.
like it's basically
Because me and
the
John
same.
have similar shit just because we're close.
We speak like the same way a lot of times.
I don't want to be associated with your speech pattern after that sentence.
Yep.
We're real good
No, we-
talking.
We use the same dumb words all the time.
Yeah,
so
that's
like
true.
sometimes like our bits will like the first line of the bit will be like the exact same sentence,
Yeah.
and then nothing about it is the same.
Exactly,
after
yeah.
that.
Well, me and David Wayne just came out of quarantine both with new Thomas Jefferson jokes, and I was really upset about it. And I talked to him about it
Oh,
because
yeah?
I was like, I saw you do a joke, and he had never heard mine, and it was the first time I had heard his, and I was like, fuck.
Fucking David Wayne
Yeah,
joke
but
thief.
they're not the same, and
Bitch,
like,
I
yeah,
got-
but it was just like so random, like of all the things to mention, like,
I was gonna say, so you have a joke
Yeah.
that says Thomas Jefferson has a license plate that says "I heart black pussy." Wow, Amanda.
I've got a Thomas Jefferson joke.
do
but
you?
I wrote mine before quarantine because of Hamilton.
Okay,
And
I.
it's only be funny if you watch Hamilton.
Oh, I
recently.
haven't.
So yeah.
So it's not funny.
It's not funny at all. I essentially just recite a verse from Hamilton on stage.
It's like you guys hear about that Thomas Jefferson, you know, the guy that
I
enslaved
know. Why
his own
is he in
children.
everyone's?
He enslaved
Well-
his own children. He's hilarious.
you know, he's in the cabinet. He's, you know.
Yeah.
Why is he on everybody's mind right
I
now?
don't know.
I was kidding. I'm sorry.
Oh,
yeah.
fuck you. I was like,
yeah,
God
no, no, no.
damn.
I mean, I do have
Am
some.
I a fucking hack? Everybody has
No.
the same joke as
I have
me.
new material.
I feel like
pertaining
we
to
should all
what's
write a
going
Thomas
on in the
Jefferson
world.
joke now.
I know. Next time I go to open mic, literally everyone's gonna have one and be like,
Yeah.
what?
Yeah, we'll do a Thomas Jefferson night at open mic.
Oh
and
my,
yeah.
Larry David me.
everybody
like,
has to do 3 minutes on Thomas Jefferson.
Can I just do, David Diggs' verse from Hamilton?
No.
No,
But it'll be funny.
don't do
No.
it.
It'll be
Nope.
funny.
Don't say
It'll
it.
be words that I
Don't say it.
Bit
Don't
ugly.
sing it.
well, yeah, mine was just pretty much about how I hate when people try to make an argument, but their reasoning makes no sense. When people are like, "I can't be racist. I have sex with black people." I'm like,
Oh yeah,
have you ever
Yeah.
heard of
Yeah, Thomas
good old
Jefferson.
TJ? Yeah, like what?
Yeah.
we can't be racist. Like yeah.
yeah, I'm like,
that
no, that's not how. That's
not
not a
how it works.
qualifier.
Yeah.
Absolutely not. No,
No.
no.
You can-
Especially,
I mean,
especially if you're a
you-
man,
you-
because men will fuck anything.
You can have sex with women and also hate women.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
Many people probably do. Fucking
yeah,
little dick
it's called
cucks.
misogyny.
Yeah.
Maybe you've
It's
heard
a
of it.
word
Brad.
for it.
Yeah.
And,
those are the
rape-
ones
and
that-
rapists.
And see, they are the ones who call us the cucks, the soy boy cucks.
Soy boy,
Soy
cuck
boy,
hour.
cower
Soy boy
crew.
power
I wonder.
Are you guys all on soy?
No, we're
Yeah.
just bitches.
No, they
Yeah,
just
we're
call
just-
us that.
we're just weak bitches.
When was the
Yeah.
last time you had real milk from a cow?
I
I
listen,
only drink glasses of heavy cream.
ugh,
Yeah, I only
gross.
drink melted ice cream.
Nasty motherfucker. Oh, okay, that's better than heavy cream. I grew up drinking skim milk, so I never even had whole
Skin
milk.
milk?
And once I like moved out, I was
Skin
like,
milk.
Skim.
Skin milk.
Skim.
Oh, stop saying skin milk.
Skin milk.
Gross.
That's the
so
name of the
upsetting.
episode.
Skin milk.
Skin milk.
2% skin milk.
So then, when I got out, I started drinking because that's never been it's gross to me, milk. Ugh. But I fuck up ice cream, so you know.
Cow
Yeah.
titty juice.
There's more than just it's.
Well, it's just it's so weird to me because it's such a shift from like when I was a kid. If you didn't drink milk, you were weird.
Oh,
and
yeah.
now if you assume that someone drinks, they're like, fuck you, I don't drink milk.
Yeah.
Like,
Remember the fucking when I get strong, I'm drinking milk. I'm
Yeah,
gonna
it
grow
was
up
like
and be
the
big and
guy-
strong.
Yeah, so it's just been such
He's
a weird
flexing
shift.
in the mirror. He's
Well-
like, someday I'm gonna be big and strong.
Yeah.
He just drinks whole fucking 8 ounces.
Yeah, it's like you're nothing without milk.
High butterfat milk.
Delicious.
It's
Your
all,
bones
well,
won't
it's all
break,
paid
but-
for by the milk industry.
You
by
know
the
why
dairy
your bones
industry.
won't break? Because you get so fucking lumpy. You don't move around, man.
Yeah.
You got a lot of cushion.
Remember when they were doing the Got Milk ads? With
Yeah.
Got milk.
Got
And
milk?
then
I
the
do,
porn
and I
industry
hate it.
came and they did their parody, you know.
Got something.
Yeah,
Don't
please.
don't
For
say it.
apples?
Got herpes?
Got spunk.
Was that a prostate
That's the
video?
question. That's one of the questions on the before you
Before you
work
become
a
a porn
scene.
star?
It's like got herpes? No. Yes or no?
Do you got milk?
Yeah. I'm sure that's required in some scenes.
Jared, play that didgeridoo.
Oh, look at him. He's playing it so good.
Oh, so good. Keep doing that. Keep doing that, Jared.
Don't.
Something Planet World News. This is where we talk about important issues. End of the world. Mayan calendar was wrong, and world will end next week.
That's convenient.
Oh, thank God.
Oh, shit.
Just ready for it, huh? Oh, we have no devices found. I can't show you the. Oh wait, no, it's
Oh,
popping
no,
up.
it's there. Okay, I got it.
End of the world fears have been heightened after.
Oh my God, Jared, keep doing it.
Get it. Get it.
Goddamn repeat button.
Yeah.
Now conspiracy theorists warn the world could end in just a few days' time.
Oh.
The Mayan calendar, which spanned for about 5,125 years, starting in 3114 BC, reached its end on December 21st, 2012. The date was hailed by conspiracy theorists as being the end of the world, warning of an apocalyptic disaster. But when nothing happened, it seems these theorists worked out a flaw in their plan.
That they're fucking idiots.
That's not to say that they realized the world would not end. However, instead, some now claim that there was a discrepancy in the Gregorian calendar. 1582.
Yeah.
The error meant that 11 days were lost from the year to better reflect the time it takes the Earth to orbit the Sun. Quickly add up, and according to these calculations, that would mean June 21st, 2020 should actually be December 21st, 2012.
Yeah,
so-
see, I said this way back in 2012.
You
when we
did.
first
You were
started
like,
talking
no,
about
the
it.
calendar has changed a bunch, so it
Yeah.
wouldn't be the same.
Yeah, and plus we didn't take into account leap years, which the Mayans didn't have that
Did
shit.
the Mayans not have leap years?
No.
No.
So what you're saying is the world's really going to end next
No, because
Friday?
these guys aren't.
What could you imagine if everyone in the world just had the worst 3 months of their life, and then we all get killed by something else anyway?
It's like a meteor
yeah,
fucking hits
like,
us.
What?
Yeah.
Why are they just bringing this up now?
That's rude.
Just to fuck with you, man.
And not in the last 8 years.
Because then what if you wouldn't have voted?
Well, because it seems like the end of the world right now.
And if they did that, you wouldn't have voted for Trump like you did. That's
What?
right, ladies and gentlemen. Dave,
No,
Dave
I did
voted
not.
for Trump.
I don't think I've actually voted
David
for
Trump.
I don't think I've actually voted for a president on the list ever.
Oh, yeah, he's the guy that writes in his
Oh
dad.
yeah, yeah,
I did that one year.
yeah. That's why Trump won.
All day,
it's
no, we
not.
already.
Not only, but definitely part of it, motherfucker.
Yeah, if you write your dad in there, he gets 2
I would have
votes.
never voted for Hillary Clinton in the first place, though. So how does that vote go to Trump?
David, just you,
You
should
don't
just,
understand.
You should
He
just
doesn't
stop
understand
voting.
politics.
You should just stop voting.
Yeah,
I guess so.
You should give up.
We're not friends anymore. I still love you.
So yeah, I don't know. You guys think that the world's gonna end next week? Is it possible?
If
I
it
mean,
does, I
one-
mean,
Isn't
Oh,
there
fuck.
isn't there like an asteroid coming close to the Earth?
yeah.
Yeah.
it's in a
every
couple
day.
years.
But
Every
hey,
day,
if
yeah.
that happens, we'll get a cool fucking crew of astronauts to go up to some Aerosmith and blow that bitch
And I
up.
don't wanna miss a thing.
I'm not gonna see him again.
I just watched a movie, another space movie that had Liv Tyler in it.
At Estrada.
Yeah.
I'm so pissed because you posted that thing on Facebook and you like, I guess that spoils the movie. And I Googled just what you wrote and it came up. I was like, no, I want to see that.
now I spoiled
I
it for myself.
I spoiled it myself. You preheated the oven. I put the food in.
I'll spoil it. I'll spoil it in our media section, so it'll be fine.
Spoiler alert.
We'll be back. Italy prison escapees promise to return.
Oh, aren't they nice?
This is in Rome. 2 inmates who escaped from a prison in Rome last week left guards a courtesy note saying that they had business to take care of, but would be back shortly. So these guys, they're cousins. David, you're good at these European names here.
Davad Zukanovic
and
Lil?
Lil, like a
He's a
rapper.
rapper.
Yeah, little
There's a question mark in the name?
Hematovic. Lil
Amatovich.
Almatovich.
Imatovich.
They broke out of Rabibia prison overnight on June 2nd by scaling a wall using a water hose left in a courtyard. But before they escaped, they left a note in their cell explaining they had personal reasons for needing to flee. They were driven by the need, this is the quote, the need to protect their children from a nasty business they had gotten themselves into. Sounds like a movie,
I
right?
know. What plot is this?
I think this is
The one
fucking
guy
Tango and
sounds-
Cash,
I
right?
think that's a Croatian name, Zukanovich. That
Could
sounds
be.
like Croatian. It's right there.
Oh,
It's
then this
right
is
there.
definitely Hudson Hawk. It's either Tango and Cash or Hudson Hawk. One of those.
The inmates specified that only they could make things right, as their wives were also both in jail.
Oh,
Oh wow.
So
all of
where
them
are the
is-
children?
That's
don't
where
know.
they had to go. They had to go feed them. They had to give them 5 years worth of food again.
At the end of the side note, Zagovanek and the other guy promised to return in about 15 days once everything was sorted. The men were serving sentences until 2029 for non-violent crimes, including fraud and receiving stolen goods.
Okay, do you think that they're gonna go back?
No, fuck no.
I mean,
What if they do? What if they really surprise everyone and show up?
I hope I see that
Zavanovich.
happen.
I
We
mean,
can
they
talk
sound
about
like
it.
men of their word to me.
You
what
trust
do you,
them?
what do you
No,
think they had
but-
to do? What do you think they had to do?
I don't know. I feel like it's some sort of Taken situation, like where they gotta go and they gotta fight a
Jason
bunch of.
Statham, somebody.
Yeah, they gotta go Jason Statham, a bunch of Croatians or
Isn't there a
Yugoslavians or
movie
something.
Where a guy is in jail and he breaks out of jail
To avenge his
to
family.
do something, but he plans on going back to jail?
Probably.
There's probably like 10 movies from the 90s.
They
that
probably-
have exact plot.
probably a
actually.
Nick Cage movie.
They probably saw the movie and they're like, "Oh, you can do that?"
Yeah.
Like, "Oh, let's do that.
Yeah.
Let's go save our kids."
David Zukanovich.
Oh,
what
this
is
shit is
piece of
crazy
shit?
right here.
Is Trump talking?
6 eBay employees sent spiders and roaches to harass couple, feds say.
6?
Oh my God.
Yeah, 6 employees.
Were they random customers?
No, this was a focused attack on a very
What
particular.
have you done to make them that angry?
Yeah.
6
But
former-
actually, eBay customer service sucks.
Okay. 6 eBay employees have been charged with waging an extensive campaign to terrorize and intimidate the editor and publisher of an online newsletter with threats and disturbing deliveries to their home, including live spiders and cockroaches. Executives who were upset about the newsletter's coverage, so their employees set out to ruin the lives of the couple who ran the website, sending a funeral wreath, bloody pig face Halloween mask, and other alarming items to their
Holy
home.
shit, they went in.
Man, that is some company loyalty.
Yeah, Jesus, I wouldn't do it for
Why
anybody
would-
I was working
yeah, why?
Maybe their last names were eBay.
Yeah, I would send the newsletter to the executives in a harassment campaign.
for. The employees also sent pornographic magazines with the husband's name on it
I
to
remember
the
hearing about
neighbor's
the
house.
I remember hearing about the porn magazines.
And they plan to break into the couple's garage to install a GPS device on their car.
Oh
Jesus.
my God.
This
This is
sounds
an
more
episode of Saved by the Bell.
sounds more like when someone leaves Scientology in their Scientology.
Jeez, this is crazy. This was determined systematic effort by senior employees of a major company to destroy the lives of a couple in Natick, all because they published content that company executives didn't like. For a while, they succeeded, psychologically devastating these victims for weeks as they desperately tried to figure out what was going on and stop it. Jesus, man. This is crazy. Court documents detail how 2 members of the company's executive leadership team orchestrated a plot to go after the couple after the newsletter published an article in August 2019 about a lawsuit filed by eBay accusing Amazon of poaching its sellers. The article also discussed an executive referred only in court documents as Executive 1.
Okay.
Oh, man.
Sounds like a Bond villain.
eBay also has a global intelligence center. They
A
got
lo-
a
I think
fucking-
I think a lot of these corporations have like intelligence.
yeah.
They have like
Jeez.
corporate spies and stuff.
Fuck
But
eBay.
yeah, I haven't shopped on
Yeah.
eBay in fucking forever.
The last time
Amanda's
I ordered,
right. Their customer service and PayPal's customer service are terrible.
they're
Aren't
fucking
they
horrible.
owned by this?
Yeah.
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 Yep.
I
One-
ordered,
oh.
oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say a long time ago, probably like 8 years ago, I was selling an old phone on there, and the person never paid me, but then I got charged like $100 listing fee, and they weren't gonna refund it. I was like, wait a minute, I got shammed in this. How do I owe you
Yes,
guys
yeah.
money?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I had to fight. I was on the phone for like 3 hours with someone fighting over $140.
Jeez.
Yeah, they're fucking. Yeah, fuck eBay.
But I have a question about the deliveries. Because it's a big difference if someone sends you live cockroaches contained, but when you open the box, do they just come out? Like,
I imagine
They
that's what
probably
happened.
rigged
Yeah.
it, maybe. Yeah.
I don't think they kept them in a contained
Yeah.
jar for
Well, maybe they kept-
convenience sake.
Yeah, maybe it was in a jar.
but like, how
or
do you keep them
something.
in there to get the tape? I just have questions.
Yeah.
Oh, they're probably in the container, and then you just like dump them and close it really quick. Cockroaches can survive for a long time without anything.
I think it'd be funny
Yeah,
if
look
they
at Mitch
opened the
McConnell.
box and they were just all dead.
Political.
And you're like, what? Yeah.
I mean, that'd be better actually.
If they were dead?
A box of dead cockroaches as opposed to live ones that are gonna
Oh, yeah,
crawl
I would
all over
much
you and
prefer
shit.
that.
Yeah. They're still gross, but that's definitely the better situation.
Let's see. This one, a deer runs into Black Lives Matter protest in New
Racist!
Jersey, seriously injuring woman.
Oh, we almost hit a deer last night.
Hell yeah, we did almost hit a deer coming back from the comedy club last night. I was like, deer! And Jared was like, don't scream! And I was like, I was scared.
I was scared.
Oh, that's right. You had a flashback to that hog.
Yeah, I
Oh,
get
yeah.
scared with
I
that.
didn't even
animals.
think about that.
The animals going on the road freaks me out,
Yeah,
man.
man.
3 people were injured, one seriously, while Black Lives Matter protest in New Jersey on Friday when a deer bolted into the crowd of demonstrators. The South Brunswick Police Department said on Twitter the incident happened during Friday's March for Justice. Man, I'm doing terrible tonight. Which began around 5 p.m. As demonstrators marched along County Route 533, a deer ran from the high school property into the marchers. A woman, 69, was trapped. Nice.
Wasn't just me.
No, a woman, 69, was transported to an area hospital after receiving a serious head injury. Yeah, deer are
Oh,
fucking
no.
big.
It also says the deer was thought to have said Blue Lives Matter.
Oh,
Where was
David,
this at?
no.
This was in
No,
Jersey.
No.
Well, New Jersey, not the original
Yeah.
one.
Because deers are a lot bigger up north than they are
Yes.
down here.
Yeah.
We have little key deers down
Yeah.
here.
Yeah, the deer was wearing a Hawaiian t-shirt.
Yeah.
Andy had a tiki torch, I heard.
Had a tiki torch. He was trying to start a new civil war.
They say you're supposed to if you like gonna hit a deer, you're supposed to like gun it, don't break. If you hit a
You're
deer,
not supposed
keep
to
it fast.
gun it.
They
No,
say
you're not supposed to
gun it because
no.
if they have antlers, they say if you break, the chance of them coming through the window and impaling you are higher. If you go fast, it'll kind of pop them up. I'm not joking about this.
You're advising to speed up towards a deer.
I didn't make this up. This is something
I've
that was
heard
told
I've
to
heard
me.
something similar. To
Yeah,
that. We
I'm not-
should debunk that later.
Okay.
No, I've always
What?
heard.
What?
No,
I've-
just to see if it's.
I've always
no,
heard. Don't,
no.
Yeah, we should
I don't
defund
wanna
that.
go- I don't want to go hunt down deers with you.
Well, we have to find out. This
No,
is for science, Brad.
No, I've heard you're supposed to like not try to swerve
Yeah,
because
don't do
people usually like hit a tree or something if they try to swerve. But
Yeah.
I haven't heard like
Just
floor
gun it. Yes.
No.
Think about it. It'll pop it up. It sucks, but he's already gonna die.
Has a deer ever jumped in front of your car before?
No, but if it did, I would probably floor
Yes.
it.
I hit feral hogs one time and that was pretty
That
bad.
fucking had to suck so. Those things are
How
huge.
big?
They're
They
like
were
up
like-
to my chest.
Well, I mean, I know, but how big was the one that you hit?
Like 200 pounds. I hit 2 that were like 200 pounds each.
it fucked
On
his
the
car up.
interstate?
He
Yeah.
broke
On
his
like
wrist.
95, like
Yeah.
up in the panhandle.
You broke your
Damn.
wrist, right?
Yeah.
I broke my hand.
Oh, your
on the
hand.
steering wheel. Fortunately, though, they were too short to set the airbag off.
Or John,
Oh,
he
wow.
wouldn't be with us today.
Yeah, no, I mean, I just probably would have broke my hand worse.
Yeah. And then you would have just been like, I'm leaving the country.
Yeah.
Fuck these deer.
Fuck this.
I'm just saying, just floor it.
Right now, we're gonna do another song.
Oh.
This is from Chris McCarty, and it's called "So Beautiful."
Oh.
So beautiful.
Love, sweet love. Oh, I need you in my life. Love, sweet love. I wanna kiss you, kiss the night away. You're so beautiful. It's plain to see. You're so beautiful. Did you come to be so beautiful? Are you listening to me? You come to me, yet I love it when you
shape of your body entices me in that special way. You're so beautiful, it's plain to see. You're so beautiful. How did you come to be so beautiful? Are you listening to me? I'm so in love, I'm so in love, I'm so in love with you. You fill me up, you fill me up, you fill me up's what you do. Whether we're living in the living room, sleeping in the bedroom, what more can I say? So beautiful. I know I always say it's love. You know that all I give is love. You're so beautiful, it's plain to see. You're so beautiful. How did you come to be so beautiful?
It's time for Am I the Asshole?
Who is he?
He's an asshole, sir.
I know that. What's his name?
That is his name, sir. Asshole. Major asshole.
And his cousin?
He's an asshole too, sir. Gunner's mate first class Philip Asshole.
How many assholes we got on this ship anyhow? Yo! I knew it. I'm surrounded by assholes.
Keep firing, assholes!
All right, now it's time to play our favorite game. Let's explain it to Amanda. What's gonna happen is we're gonna read a headline from Am I the Asshole on Reddit.
Okay.
We're gonna make a snap judgment whether we think
This
person is an asshole
or
or
is
not.
the asshole. Don't forget
And
to
then
turn repeat off.
we'll get into it. We'll discuss it, and we will judge people.
All right.
It's a game that everyone wins except the person that posted on Reddit.
And also Brad.
And Brad
I
never wins.
never win, and I always don't play the game right.
Yeah.
It's starting to annoy me, and I'm the one doing it.
All right.
Where
Where are we at?
Make sure repeat isn't on too.
Oh yeah. It is. Am I the asshole for pointing out that my friend hasn't lost a pound since she started dieting?
Yes.
Yes,
Well,
I'm gonna say yeah.
probably yes.
Yes, it seems like yes. Although, just to be fair, I say that about Brad all the time.
And you're an asshole.
On stage.
And I go
Well,
home and I
that's for
cry about it.
That's for comedy, though.
Is
Yeah.
it?
Everything's fair
Is
if it's
it-
for comedy.
Who is it funny to?
Everyone else.
Yeah, everyone. But
Then that's just being a bully. I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna say no.
I'm gonna say
I
yes.
think there's some weird shit. It seems too like a dumb of question. To
I say
ask.
yes. Brad, Jared says yes.
say yes.
Amanda.
It depends, so it's hard.
No, you
I'm
can't.
gonna say no.
They'll
Oh,
yell.
okay.
They'll yell at you. Just
Hi, everyone. I am a 24-year-old man, and my friend is a 29-year-old woman. We are strictly platonic, and we also happen to be living together.
Okay.
In November of last year, I decided that I wanted to go on a diet. I was tired of being overweight. I was tired of gasping for breath after any degree of physical activity. Now my diet started poorly, with a lot of poor choices and snake oil. But I found online communities about weight loss who coach me on CICO and healthy habits. I don't know what that is.
yeah, what,
Calories
Brad, do you
in-
know what CIC
Calories in, calories out.
Okay.
That's Brad.
After about a
I don't
month,
know.
about a month after fixing my approach, my roommate took notice that I had lost a couple of pounds. She had previously noticed me taking steps to eat healthier, but she complimented me on my progress. Then she told me that she wanted to join in and see if we couldn't lose weight as a team effort. I thought it was awesome and thanked her for the support. From then on, she appointed herself as my diet coach.
Huh?
And to be completely frank, it really annoyed me. I was tracking my calories carefully, and I would have a dessert on many nights of the week because, well, dessert is awesome.
Sure.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
I fit it into my daily intake. Yeah, if you're counting calories, you can have
could
an
do
ice
that,
cream. You
yeah.
can have an ice cream sandwich if it's you're counting them. You know.
The numbers
Around
add up.
900
Or if you're not
calories.
counting them, have a fucking ice cream sandwich. It's not the end of the world.
Have two.
Anyway,
You guys are not good diet coaches.
no, an awful diet coach. Have three. You know what? Why have dinner? Just have all ice cream sandwiches.
Yeah, ice cream sandwich diet.
Let's see. If she was in the same room as me when I had a dessert, she would loudly make a joke about how I was off the wagon and ready to burst out of those pants.
Oh, fuck her.
Oh, wait a minute.
Fuck her.
No matter how many times I tried to explain it to her, and no matter how much weight I lost over the months, she would keep doing it in the most obnoxious ways possible.
Oh boy.
In the meantime, she took incredibly unhealthy approaches to dieting. I saw her eat 6 donuts in one sitting, say, "I'm fat, I need to get in shape," and then make herself a salad drenched in ranch dressing and croutons. I decided it was none of my business and that I would take the high road.
It's not looking good for the people who said yes.
It's
Yeah.
not. It's
Yeah.
not.
Now I have done so well that my goal weight doesn't even make sense anymore. My body fat is very low, and hitting it would mean either losing muscle or doing something akin to bodybuilding prep. She has ballooned up even worse. Last night, I grabbed myself a protein brownie out of the fridge, and she jumped at me with, "Woo woo, looks like you're ready to get chonky again," in a ridiculous, over-the-top voice.
Wow.
I think this lady's funny. She's a big girl. She's making jokes.
Says the guy who makes fun of his friend on stage
yeah.
about not losing weight.
John's like, yeah, I can get behind
John's
this.
on
yeah.
board with this because I wrote a bit about something he did to me that's the exact same thing. I was like,
This
eating
is
a
Jared
Danish.
writing about.
Yeah, I was eating a Danish, and John goes, "Hey, man, that's the kind of thing you think you should be eating right now?" Just ruined the Danish for me right
Yeah,
there.
well, I wanted that Danish, but then you still wouldn't give it to me after I did that.
I'm not going to give it to anybody after that. It's been tainted.
It's gonna crumble up.
You
and put
still
in the
ate that
trash.
Danish.
I did eat the Danish.
I
But I didn't enjoy it.
Yeah, I did it, but it wasn't that good.
I was just trying to get you to give it to me. At least a half of it. Let's see. Go away. Oh, Chonky. Yeah, sounds funny. She's ridiculous over the top voice. I snapped at her and told her that while I had lost significant weight and gotten into great shape, she had gotten even bigger. I flashed my abs and asked her to point out what was wrong with my body, and then asked if she had the confidence to do the same. Then I told her she may have never been satisfied simply pledging to lose weight, but I actually went and did it. So, I don't know. I think she's just deflecting.
Wait, read the next one, though.
She began crying, and the last thing she said to me was, "You're such a mean-spirited dick." I almost feel bad for her, but then I remember about the dozens and dozens of times she tried to undermine my self-confidence and kill my momentum. Did I go too far, or am I still out of asshole territory?
Yeah, I say no. I don't think you did anything wrong.
I mean, I think she was just deflecting because she was having a hard time with it, and she was probably saying stuff like that because she thought it was like very obvious that he was doing so well.
Yeah,
I'm gonna renege on my previous statement.
Oh, don't say it.
I can say it. I'm allowed to say it. I'm allowed to say it. I think he went too far. I think it was too mean.
Really?
Yeah.
I think the right thing to do would have been like, hey, when you say that, it hurts my feelings.
Exactly. I think he should have said to her, set boundaries. Say like, I really don't like when you do that. It's not helping.
Yeah.
Not lash out.
I
After
agree with
holding
Brad.
it in.
What did he lash out
I think
about?
that she was an
You
asshole.
didn't hear the last sentence?
She
He
may
made
have
her
been
cry.
He pointed abs in her face.
Yeah, he's like, you ain't got no ass, bitch. You fat old stanky bitch.
She
Ain't
didn't say
nobody
all that.
fucking
Chonky
you."
voice,
He
bitch.
did.
He didn't say all that. All he said was she may have been satisfied simply pledging to lose weight, but he actually went and did it. If someone's like constantly berating you, you got to stand up for yourself at one point.
That's true, but you could just say, hey,
You could
don't
be-
say that.
Yeah, yeah. I
But
think
also,
you could be the
hey,
bigger
just
man.
because the argument ends in tears doesn't mean that person is justified. Can I
That's
just
true.
say that?
That's true. Just because someone's crying doesn't
that
mean
doesn't
that
mean
they're
that they're right. Yeah.
You're such a mean,
no,
like
no.
she said, you're such a mean-spirited dick.
No,
What
I
about
agree-
everything that
I
she
agree.
said?
She's an asshole too.
Yeah, she's
I
an
think they're
asshole.
both assholes.
Yeah.
I think he's totally fine, especially because
still
he
think he's
actually
fine, too.
he actually did it.
See, I'm just nicer.
I think anybody that mentions their abs in
Is a-
any sort of
Yeah, he's
conversation.
obnoxious for sure, but
That's why I never mention mine. You know, it's not because they're not there. You know, I just don't want to come off as a dick.
Okay. I just want you guys to know that my abs are really starting to come in.
Are they? What did you not eat for 2 days?
Yeah, I just have to smoke crack for 2 days.
Yeah.
And I got abs.
You got a fucking 8-pack.
So I guess there's no consensus on this one.
I say.
I think it was too much.
I think it was too much. I think they're both kind of assholes.
Yes, I definitely agree.
But I
we can all
think he
say they're
should. I
both
think he
assholes.
should have like
Been a bigger
communicated.
person.
He should have brought it up before.
He should have
now.
brought it up before
hey.
he exploded. Been like, hey, when you do that, it like
well,
really
he did say
bothers
he
me.
did that. No matter how many times I explained to her, no matter how much weight I lost over the months.
No, he was explaining to her, like
That
he's
actually doing
allowed
it.
to have a dessert on his diet. He's not like
Oh.
He didn't explain to her that what
that
she
it was
was
hurting
saying
his
is-
feelings.
Yeah.
Oh.
He was explaining to her like, no, this is my plan.
Right.
Like I have this planned in with my meals. I
I'm
can
on
have
the
this.
ice cream sandwich diet.
Yeah.
I'm allowed to have.
But can we say she seems like she was satisfied just pledging to lose
Oh,
weight?
true. Yeah, that's
yeah.
true.
Well, I mean, that's what made it hurt the worst.
Yeah, I'd say I'm gonna get in shape all the fucking time, and I am a liar. I never do it.
Yeah, it's the insults that are true are the ones that are the meanest. David.
Yeah, and plus she just seems funny. You know, she seems like a funny girl. You know,
No.
fun to be around.
No, she doesn't seem that
Yeah.
way at all.
Yeah, I like it. I like her. She's like the sassy, funny girl in the movie.
I
you
want
know?
to hear the chunky voice. What is it? Do your impression of a chunky
What's a
voice.
chunk? I don't know what a chunky voice
Yeah.
is.
What'd you
Or
say?
what was one of the lines she
Ridiculously
said?
over the top voice. Woohoo! Looks like you're ready to get chunky again.
That just sounds like
like you're ready to get chonky again.
you fucking
Sounds
sound like-
hilarious. It's
you sound
hilarious.
like,
All of it. Yeah, it's funny.
Fucking Orson Welles.
oh, I thought I was gonna say Sean Connery.
Oh, Sean Connery. Yeah.
This one's gonna be quick
Money
because
penalty.
I know how you guys are gonna feel. Am I the asshole for asking my friend to draw an art piece for me for free?
Yes.
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 100%.
100%.
Yes.
Well,
I've read enough of these
I'm gonna-
stories to know that anyone who says do this for me for free is
I'm
always
gonna
an
I'm gonna
asshole.
say no because I think it's totally okay to ask your friends for help. But if that person doesn't want to help or doesn't feel like helping or doesn't have
Yeah.
time to help,
That's fair, yeah.
Then like you have to totally be like willing to be okay. You're right.
Yeah,
Okay.
if that's what happened, I agree with you. They're not the
I
asshole.
still need this done though, so
but-
I'll pay you.
Yeah.
And then
But but I've read enough of these stories to know that when someone asks for artwork for free,
always
specifically
bad.
for free, they're
It's
always an
always
asshole.
bad.
Amanda,
But
what do you think?
I'm gonna say yes, they're an asshole.
Yeah.
All right, across the
I
board,
can't
yes.
think of an instance where it would be okay.
Okay.
All right, let's find out.
Well, also,
I'm dying of cancer, and I would like my tombstone made.
oh God. Well, also, like, how close are they? We'll find out. Obviously, I
Uh,
think that is a factor in it too.
My friend draws art in her spare time and frequently does commissions. So that means that she's being paid
Yeah,
to
she
do
does this
art.
for a
That's
living.
not like doing art in your spare time. That means you are doing commissions. You're a commission artist. I asked her if she could draw something for me, and she charged the standard price, which I found a bit steep. I asked if she could just count this as doing a favor for a friend and do it for free, and she laughed and called me cheap as a joke.
I don't think it was a joke. I don't think it was a joke. I think
yeah, I don't think it was a joke, buddy.
Yeah, I think she was
Yeah,
saying
she meant
cheap.
it.
It's like, oh, your regular price is too much. Can you do it free?
I did feel a bit hurt by it, and I ended up paying the price she asked for, but I just wanted to know if it was unreasonable for me to have asked her for a free commission.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, I don't think,
it's
No,
unreasonable.
no, it's unreasonable after if she didn't start it that way. To have been like, hey, can you draw this for me? Would you mind
No,
doing
that
it
is
for free?
true. I'm back on that side. Yeah.
But if she goes, hey, can you draw this for me? And she goes, sure, it's going to be this much.
And then when she does it, it's like, hey, can I just have it?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah, no, I think it's unreasonable because artists usually, if they're in the position to be giving away free work, they'll offer it. If you're asking for it, you're already like on the losing end of it. I feel like.
Yeah.
Right, right.
Because how many times have a friend that you know who does something like that and they're like, oh, don't worry about it? That happens a lot, but for you to come and be like, hey, I really want this valuable thing that you do for free, that's a jerk
and
move.
also, it's not just like I want that painting that I see there for free. Like, no, I want you to do.
yeah, I want you to
like,
go out of
original
your
art.
way, do this for me, and do it for free when other people would pay for it.
Or like I would say it's probably it's a little assholiest, but even more acceptable to be like, it's like, hey, that seems like a lot. Can we do this price instead?
Yeah.
Like
Or
offer a
can I
different
help,
amount.
Yeah, or can I help you with something that I know how to do?
Yeah,
That's
offer
usually what
something in
I do.
return instead of
Barter
just-
it.
Wait,
Yeah.
sexual favors?
That's what I try to do with friends. Is
Sexual favors?
What are you,
just,
Silmaning over there?
What?
Yeah, we're not
He's
kissing.
not.
He's not.
No, I try to use the barter system. Like if one friend helps me out with something, like we do this with Jared all the time. If Jared helps me out with something, I usually help him out with something. You know?
Yeah.
Oh.
We don't
I,
really.
I dog sit for him. He'll mow my lawn.
Yeah, or Jared.
Take me out to lunch.
Or
yeah,
a reach
take-
around.
Yeah,
you know.
take him out for meatball subs,
Just
and then he's
5
happy.
minutes in the closet making out.
Yeah.
Whatever,
Yeah.
whatever we can.
Did he ever
We
use
get
his
by.
feet? Did he ever use his feet on you, though?
With this, you need a sock condom.
You need a
though.
sock,
Listen,
foot
I-
condom.
Cum sock.
That's
Cum
that's
sock.
a
Sock.
high end
foot
commission,
condom, sorry.
Brad. That's high end commission.
Can use skin milk as lube.
Oh, so gross.
Drink the
gross.
skin milk.
Ugh.
That's my price.
It puts the skin milk on the skin.
Or else it gets the skin again.
Oh Jesus!
Quantity. It's chunky. Oh.
Something Planet Massive Media. Amanda, we like to wind down the show just talking about stuff that we're watching on TV or movies or
All the
streaming
Netflix.
or reading or even video games.
Or, yeah.
Stuff like that. So this is what we like to talk about. I did watch the movie Ad Astra.
Mm-hmm.
Spoiler alert, we're going to talk about it.
Yeah.
Did you watch it?
No, and I
Oh,
wanted
you
to.
just spoiled yourself.
Yeah, I spoiled myself because I saw what you posted. You said, I don't want to spoil it, but blah, 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 blah happened. And I was like, what movie is that?
Yeah,
And
I didn't
Googled
say
it,
what the
yeah.
movie was.
Yeah, but I Googled what you put down, and it popped right up. And what you said was so crazy and obscure, it couldn't be anything else but that one thing.
Right. I said online, I was like, I don't want to spoil it, but I just watched a movie that had a random rabid space baboon attack, and I did not see that shit coming.
Oh, okay,
How
that's
could
what
you?
that was.
Yeah, how do you see that coming?
That was
Yeah,
how you
yeah.
get
Predict that.
I saw that. I saw Ad Astra.
It was
And
it was
it
good. Yeah, it
What
was
is
a good
the
movie.
what is the plot of it? It's like he has to go get his dad.
Well, Brad Pitt plays a guy whose heartbeat never goes above 80 BPM, even in
That's
stressful
his
situations.
superpower.
That's his superpower, basically.
Are there superheroes in
No,
it?
no,
Okay,
no,
because I was
no.
like,
It's not a real superpower.
Okay.
No. It's just he's a real calm, cool, collected guy.
He keeps his cool under pressure. He's an astronaut.
Yeah, he's like falling from a space elevator, basically, from 100,000
Yeah,
feet up in
and
the air.
he's fine
It's
with
like
it.
it was
he's
like
fine
this-
with it.
It's like the same fall as that guy who did it in the Red Bull balloon.
Yes, exactly.
Wait. So the whole movie is him just falling and like.
No,
Yeah,
that's
so, just going, I can't stabilize.
Well, no, he's calm. I was like,
Yeah,
oh,
he's
okay,
calm.
well,
the
this
movie-
is gonna be
can't
bad.
stay-
the movie's
stabilize.
8 minutes long. You
Oh,
know,
okay.
It just ends with him as no. But
That-
then he has to go and his father went on some space
Is
edition.
his father Tommy Lee Jones?
Yes.
See, dude, because I
And
worked.
it's funny because they actually look alike. When they cast them as father and son, I was like, wow, they
they
actually
might have
do look
digitally
alike.
altered him to look our makeup wise too.
Anyways, what is it? What planet is around Neptune?
I thought it was Mars.
Yeah, he has to go all the way out to
Set up.
Neptune.
Yeah, all the way to Neptune.
Well, they go to the moon, and then they go to Mars, and then they go to Neptune.
Yeah. They have all these stages of launching to get there.
Okay.
And basically there was some secret project that his dad started, and the space station hasn't responded to them in a long time.
Uh-huh.
And there's a possibility that the whole solar system will be wiped out
Oh.
if they don't fix whatever the project was about.
The beginning scene where he falls from the top of the space elevator is because of these power surges, and then shit started collapsing. So he just he just pulled the emergency escape on his tether to it, and then started falling. And I guess they all had parachutes.
Oh. Now you'd say the solar system. You're talking about the Milky Way?
No, that's the galaxy.
That's the galaxy.
Are you
The solar
talking about
system
Jupiter?
is
Yes.
that's in the solar system.
That's in our solar
No, the
system.
asteroid belt.
That's
the-
also in the
I
solar.
don't know planets. It's something planet.
It's the
Ah!
Kuiper,
Get
Kuiper
out.
asteroid
Get the
belt.
fuck out right now,
I
Brad.
did that on purpose.
No, Ad Astra is another one of those movies where they say the name of the movie in the
Yeah.
movie. 'cause,
Oh, I
like,
What
at,
do they like?
Jared would like it.
I'm a
at
big
the
fan
end,
of
it just
that.
goes Ad Astra.
Does he really? Does he leprechaun? Does he fucking
No.
do it? Oh, I got a fist. That's how bad I was. Oh, I hate that shit.
With the cowboy hat, too. Like,
Ad Astra.
No, they never explain why that movie's titled that. I guess I could look it
well,
up.
it's Latin for to the stars.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
God, everybody needs that.
Sorry, I don't speak.
Well, knowing
fluent-
that, then now it makes sense that he's like Ad Astra.
Yeah. Ad Astra.
Sorry, I don't speak Latin.
Oh, how can you
looked it
not?
up.
Sorry, I don't speak a language that's been dead for 2,000 years.
How can
I
a
only,
language be
I only
dead
speak
if I speak it?
Esperanto.
Esperanto. That was supposed to be the world's language.
Yep.
It never worked out.
No.
I thought it was supposed to be Sumerian.
Yeah, so Ad Astra does have the space baboon attack, and that comes out of nowhere. You're like, what the fuck?
Is it like an alien baboon? Or
No,
is
it's
it
a
just-
real baboon.
Okay.
How did
just
it?
it's like a
it
Russian
came from Earth.
Yeah.
came from
cosmonaut
Earth.
monkey.
Like who? How did it? Like
they
does it have
go.
its own
There's a
spaceship?
distress call from another spaceship.
they
out
sent
there.
a monkey.
And so they go over there, and Brad Pitt goes with the captain of the ship that he's on. And they go over there, and Brad Pitt just like sees the captain in the corner of a room, and he's like, "What's going on, man? What's going on?" And the guy turns around, and a baboon has broken open his astronaut's like face mask and eaten his face.
Oh my god! Wait, is this like a?
And then he has to escape the baboons.
Basically, they had baboons as like they
Test subjects.
Yeah, it's test subjects.
Is
They
this
just
a
take shit up into
sequel
my.
to fucking Space Force?
No.
Is this the monkey that got captured by the Russians?
Yeah.
So the Chinese.
Could be. Spoiler.
Hey, that's the name of the episode.
Skin milk.
I mean, skim milk can
2%
be only
skin
served
milk.
spoiled. So
It's never been fresh.
By the very nature of itself, it's spoiled.
Yeah. So Ad Astra, it was
what do you give it?
It was really good. I give it a 8.
Okay.
Amanda's face. We're talking about skin milk.
I hate it.
It's so bad.
Just zoom in on Amanda's face, like,
I make really bad faces. Don't do that.
I watched the Spike Lee joint.
Oh, let me tell you real quick.
Oh, go
This
ahead.
is
Okay,
it was shot by this. I forget the guy's name, but it was the cinematographer is the same guy that did like almost all of those major space movies. So the cinematography is really good.
Okay.
Oh, like
yeah, it
the
was-
one with
The one with Matthew McConaughey, he did that one.
and the one
Interstellar?
with the lady. Oh, from
He actually
Love Potion number
Contact?
9.
He actually shot the original "Let the Right One In," which is like
Okay.
almost
Oh, the original
almost
one is
perfect,
great.
almost perfect.
The lady
yeah.
from Love Potion number 9. She was in Speed.
Love potion.
Sandra, I couldn't remember her name,
Oh,
but she was in Love
I
Potion.
think
number 9.
I think he did shoot that one, but I never watched that one.
Gravity.
Yeah, that one was
Gravity.
good. That was surprisingly good. It was one of those ones where it's just one thing going on the whole time and only one person, but it's still interesting, which
Yeah.
is very hard to do for a movie, obviously, for obvious reasons.
What did you say you were watching?
I saw the Spike Lee joint, The Five Bloods.
Oh, that
which
looked
is
pretty
really
good.
Yeah.
Duh, Five Bloods?
Yeah.
That's how it's spelled.
D-A,
Yeah.
then the number 5,
Yep.
and then Bloods, but with a U and an E.
I
and a
saw
GH.
an ad for that on my PlayStation.
So Bloods.
The Bloods. That sounds like some skim milk.
So what is this movie about?
It's about a group
No
of soldiers.
spoilers, though. That
No,
sounds-
I'm
okay.
not giving no super. It's a group of soldiers who are reuniting after they were in the Vietnam War. And then this is the movie I was talking about when I realized that the people in Vietnam, they call it the American War, which makes
Right.
fucking complete sense.
Yeah.
But you never think about it because this is where we grew up at. Anyway, they're going back to get the remains of a friend, the fifth member of their squad who died.
I
And
mean, they
then-
still go over there to this day. They're still finding guys and identifying them.
I bet, dude. But they go there, and then they found a stash of like gold bars. So they go in,
Always fucking gold.
get the gold, and they go get the remains for their friend. And then it's got a whole bunch of twists. It's really good. It's got Delroy Lindo.
Was
in
it their gold bars that they hid there?
It's their gold bars that they got in a mission.
So, like
they-
Like
Syriana.
during a mission,
Yeah,
and then they hit them, and
yeah.
then came back
They
years
hit
later.
it years back to get
Okay.
it. Yeah. And it's
Isn't
really
that
good.
the plot? Syriana.
It might be.
No, that's the plot to Three Kings. Also,
Oh,
a
Three
George
Kings.
yeah,
Lucas
That's
That's
Three
right.
Kings,
Three
yeah.
Kings.
This blows Three Kings out the water.
It's better than Three Kings because I really like Three Kings.
No, it's definitely better than Three Kings.
Okay.
Yeah. It's a real good movie. A lot of great actors. Delroy Lindo was in it. Is that how you say his name?
always like Delroy Lindo.
But it's
been solid
The
for
way they
25
shot
years.
it was really cool because Spike Lee's fucking amazing. I love.
He
the way
directed it?
shoots. Yeah, he's. The
I didn't know
director.
he directed that. I started watching it the other night, and I was gonna say it's really cool to watch. Like, visually, it's a very pleasing movie.
Very good, yeah. And how like the errors are filmed differently, but not drastically.
Yeah.
So like if you're not really paying attention, you won't even notice it. But when you do, you're like, oh, that's an interesting little touch. That's really fucking cool. So I give it an 8.5. Honestly, I liked it a lot.
8.5?
I liked it a
What's
lot.
it on?
It's on the
Netflix original.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna watch that.
Yeah, all movies are coming out on fucking Netflix now.
Yeah.
And there's no theaters. The theaters aren't open.
I also watched.
Yes, they are. Aren't they?
But they are. But what are they
nobody's
showing?
going.
No one's going.
Exactly. Yeah.
No, I don't think they are open because I just went to PetSmart the other day and it wasn't
Well,
open.
the ones that didn't bankrupt because AMC they lost. A
Oh
lot
yeah,
of
this was an
Oh,
AMC.
that's right.
It wasn't
Yeah.
open at all.
Oh.
Yeah, the little smaller ones might be in better positions. The independent ones.
Yeah, the small like 4 theaters or
Yeah,
whatever.
like Cinema Cafe is still good.
yeah, they'll never go out of business.
Yeah, unfortunately. What? I didn't say that.
No, I started watching another one from Spike Lee's production company. He produced it. It was called See You Yesterday.
Yeah, tell us about it.
It's a good time travel movie. I love fucking time travel movies. This one is about 2 kids. They're like geniuses, and they're trying to invent temporal displacement. You know, like time travel.
Yep.
And they're trying to do it so that they could compete in a science fair, and they keep trying it.
Overachievers.
Yes, because they want to get scholarships to like Ivy League colleges and
Yeah.
stuff like that, because they are like actually geniuses. And right when they figure out how to do it, like they kind of screw something up, and the girl's brother gets like stopped by the police because they think he's like someone else that just robbed a store, and he goes to pull his cell phone out to like film the encounter, and they just like shoot him.
Oh.
Yeah, so it's like she wants to use the time travel device to go back and save her brother from being killed.
Gotcha.
Oh.
So it's really good.
That
It's
sounds really good.
yeah, it's an interesting fucking movie. There's a cameo by Michael J. Fox in there
Oh, I get it.
where he's like criticizing their papers on time travel.
Oh.
I like that. That's good.
And then when they leave the room and he goes, time travel, great Scott.
Oh.
What would you guys say is the greatest time travel movie of all time, in your opinion?
Ooh, I don't know.
No, Back to the Future.
I like Back to the Future.
That's good, but it's
Terminator
not the
2.
greatest. That's a good one too. but
Terminator
it's
2
not
is
the
really
best.
good.
The best, hands down, in my opinion, Pee-wee's Big Adventure.
Is there time travel in that?
Well, it starts and it moves forward, so yes.
Okay.
I didn't say which direction it had to flow, motherfucker.
He does like end up in a yeah.
Oh,
Every
Brad.
movie's a movie of time travel.
All right, get out.
Get
Seriously,
the
this
fuck
sucks.
out, Brad.
Linear time travel.
Yep, I like it. It's my favorite.
I'll give that movie.
Actu-
I'll give it an 8.
Actually, are you talking about Big Top Pee-wee, Brad?
Big Top Pee-wee. That is the time travel one.
That's the time travel.
Was there
one.
really time travel in it?
Well,
Yeah,
kind of.
forward.
Yeah, it went from present to future.
Oh, they both did. You got me with my own thing.
No, but he like wakes up and like
Oh, yeah, I do that
everything's
every night.
completely different
Yeah.
in his town.
I time travel every night.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Like, because the circus moves in.
Oh, yeah.
Time travel.
Time travel.
Time travel.
We're all traveling in time and space.
Traveling on, traveling
I finished season 2 of Star Trek Discovery.
Ooh, did
Fucking
Picard die yet?
Really good. All about time travel as well.
Ooh. Somebody stole somebody's bike?
Someone stole someone's space bike and they had to go back.
It was attacked by a rabid space baboon.
Yeah.
There's a Klingon. He
Drinking
wanted to
skim
buy the
milk.
bike.
I've talked about Star Trek before. It's just
It's
fucking
good
good.
shit.
Yeah, it's
Hey, Cara,
a good
can
show.
I buy your bike from you?
I totally have a crush on Michael Burnham.
Which one's that? Who's that?
She's the main character from The Walking Dead. The girl from The Walking Dead.
Oh, she's not the main character. Oh, she's the main character.
She's the main character
She's
on
from The
Discovery.
Walking Dead.
Yeah.
Okay.
She's not on The Walking Dead anymore.
Yeah. Oh, she died?
Yeah, like years and
I don't
years
think-
ago.
Well, I haven't watched it in years and years ago.
Well, she's obviously not on the show if she's starring in a different
You
show.
can be in multiple shows. Edie Falco was in Oz and The Sopranos at the same time, and they were two of the greatest shows, and they're both really
Yeah,
popular.
most of the time that doesn't happen.
But it did, though.
right.
What was it?
I'm
Oh,
right.
the only thing I don't like about this fucking show is, and it really bothers me, is that they do those fucking old school 90s jump cuts. You know, like where something, like an action sequence is about to start, and then they cut for commercial, and then cut back in to the same spot.
For a commercial, yeah.
But this show has never been on television.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, but
why are
they'll-
they doing these old
because
school Star Trek
They're
jump
gonna
cuts?
put it on television at
yeah,
some point.
yeah, they're
when they s-
gearing it for syndication.
Yeah, for when it goes
Oh.
to
Makes
syndication.
sense.
Because there's, it's on CBS, so they're still on that TV.
Yeah, but they could
cable
recut
mindset.
it for TV. That's what they do for everything. That's what they do for movies.
Yeah, but they are CBS.
You know what? That always made me so mad because
that's NBC.
I understand the purpose behind it, but they're literally saying, you haven't been watching this for 3 minutes, so your dumbass forgot what the fuck happened. Here's a 30-second recap.
Right.
It's like, it's insulting.
Like I can't pay attention.
Yeah, yeah. But I mean,
But it's a good show.
Yeah.
What else did you guys watch? Anything?
Amanda, you see anything?
Yeah, I started watching Space Force on Netflix.
Do you like it?
Yeah, I only am on episode 2. I watched both Iron Man movies because I realized that I'd only ever seen him in the Avengers, and I was like, what is like?
I never saw the actual Iron
Yeah,
Man.
I don't know how that happened, but I just realized that was happening in my life, so I watched. both
Number
of those.
1, real
Solid.
good.
Yeah.
Number 2,
Yeah, I was like, I'll
Number
watch till
3.
the end, but I don't love it.
Number 3, better than number 2.
Okay, I
So-
haven't gotten to 3.
I disagree.
with you. Yeah, I disagree with you.
Iron
Really?
Man 3
It
was
was the
is
worst.
trash.
Yeah.
You can skip it, but I would still watch it just because that's kind of where they start introducing the subplot of Tony
Hydra.
Stark having PTSD.
Oh, yeah. That is true. No, I thought that was in 2 they started that.
They might have started it, but they really explore it in 3, and it kind of goes right into
So he
Civil
keeps
War
having, like,
of like
panic
why
attacks?
why he has panic
Yeah.
attacks in Civil War. Explains that more if you see 3, but otherwise it's really not important at all to the story.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
So,
Nerd.
what's your favorite Marvel movie? Have you seen them all, or have you only seen the Avengers?
I mean, I definitely have not seen them all. I've seen some, and I've seen all of the Avenger movies.
Can I suggest one for you that I know that you'll love?
What?
Thor 3. It's probably the best Marvel
Can I
movie.
just watch
Thor
3 without
Ragnarok.
watching 1 and 2?
Yeah, you don't have to watch.
you don't have to watch 1
1
and
and
2
2 are
Are-
only. Well, 1's good.
Two's
2's
just
pretty bad.
Yeah.
And then 3 is
Probably
really good.
Yeah, it's like probably the best Marvel movie, non-ensemble piece. Because I'd say Endgame and Infinity War are
Yeah.
definitely better.
Yeah,
movies.
if you've seen the Avengers, you don't need any other backstory on Thor. You just
Yeah.
know
He's
who
in
he
the
is
Avengers,
already.
yeah.
So just watch 3. It's the best one.
Space Hammer guy.
Mr. Space Hammer.
Yeah.
And then I've just been watching a lot of documentaries. I've watched a lot of documentaries about the LA riots in 1992,
Oh,
which I've already seen some of those, but there was like 2 new ones that I hadn't seen before. I watched the 13th on Netflix. That was good.
yeah, that was rough.
Yeah, it was, but I mean, it was like, I think that that's something that I've always done is like avoided watching stuff like that because I knew it was going to be upsetting.
Yeah.
But I
But
think that that's
sometimes
not
we
a
have
good
to,
thing.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't think it's good to not see it because it is good. You need to get upset about some stuff.
Yeah.
I agree. Speaking of that, I did watch Dave Chappelle's new.
Oh yes.
I wouldn't call it a special.
No, I think it was just like I'll put it.
It was something.
More
It's
like
a special. Yeah, it's a special.
like a TED talk almost. Even it's just like a. It wasn't a comedy.
There was some funny parts
There
in
was
it.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
like
he had
it
jokes
was
in it.
yeah because he's a funny person, but like he didn't have like shit for setups and punchline. It was just.
Yeah, well,
just
he
kinda
hadn't been
speaking
on
it.
stage in all this time. He hadn't worked any of that material out, and I thought
Yeah.
he did a great job. I thought it was.
He did, and he said at the beginning too. He's like, "This is just raw. I just had him. I think he just had them. The crew just come there on a whim, kind
I
of.
think
thing.
yeah. What was that? His house or something?
It was some party of his. It seemed like.
Yeah.
Yeah, he had the people. They showed the footage of people coming in and taking temperatures and shit like
I
that.
think it was a park. Because he's done that before. He did like a
free show
like,
at a park?
Yeah, it was like Dave Chappelle's barbecue, where he
Yeah.
did like it was like a 3-hour stand-up special that
And
he did.
It was
where
the first concert ever. Since
Corona.
Since Corona. Yeah.
He's so smart and articulate. That,
Yeah.
that
He
whole,
sounded so bad
Yeah,
saying that.
David, do you think he speaks so well?
No, but it's like I wish I could compose all my thoughts, and I'm not good in obviously
Yeah.
in
No.
person, but I could sit down and write them all out.
He looks at shit from so many fucking different angles,
Yes.
man. He's a genius. He's a literal fucking genius.
Yeah, he's been my favorite comic since.
Yeah, Killing Him Softly, man. I was like, dude.
Yeah, he's been my favorite comic since 2001.
And before that
and I
was
think
Richard
he's the, and
Pryor,
I think
and
he's the
that's-
best comic of all time
Yeah.
at this point.
I think he's like our generation's Richard Pryor.
Even better.
I think he's better, but I'm saying
Yeah.
like he is to that time as Richard Pryor was.
Right.
And do you know who he endorsed for president?
Who?
Gangbang?
Fucking
Andrew
yeah,
Yang, baby.
Yeah.
So it's not that smart.
Ah. He actually went.
Well,
canvassing.
no, I think it's the voters that are not that
Yeah.
smart.
Amanda, did you watch the special?
I have not seen it yet because I knew that it was going to be like an experience, and I haven't been like in the headspace to watch it.
It's a
yet.
little rough. Like Leah was crying a little bit. I got
Yeah,
a
like
little
I knew
teary-eyed
that
a
it was
couple
going to
parts.
be
Yeah.
intense, and I was like, I haven't felt like kind of putting myself there yet. But I mean, I want to see it. I love Dave
It
Chappelle.
is definitely an experience because I watched it expecting to laugh and I kind of went out of it going like I gotta think about some things.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's good.
Yeah, no, it is. It's. I'm not saying that's
he
bad.
talks
That's
for
great.
he talks for 25 minutes, and several
says
million.
So it was a pleasant
several,
surprise.
Several million people are like actually thinking about what they should be thinking about. So
Yeah, it had some real good. I feel stupid saying it, like powerful moments in there.
It did.
Where he's talking about, just like the whole. He named the special 8 minutes 46 seconds, which I didn't know shit about the George Floyd case other than it happened and it's bad, right? And then like him going through all that, like really was like, wow, that is. It just like parts of it makes you angry, and makes you like wistful. Like it just fills you with a lot of emotions.
Gave me goosebumps at one part. I forget which part it was, but yeah, hair standing up on my arms. What I found interesting was he's like, "That's the time I was born at, 8:46," and then there was another part in there.
It's another coincidence.
Another
in that.
coincidence who's like, "That's my birthday," whatever it was, and it matched
Eric
up.
Gardner.
Yeah, which matched up, and it was like,
Yeah, that's crazy.
He like
He
you
talked
guys were
about
saying,
talked about Staten Island. He's like Staten Island, yuck.
but how you guys are saying it's got you thinking of shit. I think the issue in this country with racism in the past is not the main problem with it isn't people who are overtly racist and like just hate people because it's getting tone. It's the people who think there isn't a fucking problem.
That is
Yes.
most of it. I agree. Yeah.
So now, but like we're at a point where people, because I don't think everybody's, like I said, not racist. I think some people just don't think the problem. Now people are fucking seeing there is a problem. There's something to be doing. People are waking up, and we're on the cusp of something happening. Major change is coming.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Hopefully.
These protests are fucking working.
Hopefully better change.
So they should
Yeah.
keep doing them.
Yeah.
I don't see color.
I mean, I've
Yeah.
said for a while now that I think the major issue is that we made the word racism bad, but not the actions of racism.
Yeah.
So it's like people who are clearly racist get
Don't
more
like to be
offended.
called
yeah,
racist.
Get very offended if you say they're racist, but then continue to do racist things. So it's-
Or even worse, people that are like, "I'm not racist. Why are you calling these people racist?" Like they get offended when people say white people are racist, and they're like,
I'm a white people.
I'm a white person, and it's like clearly that's not about you if you're not racist. So shut up.
Yeah.
Please, Jared.
Oh,
Called you out.
Listen,
Don't say it.
I'm racist. Stop insulting me.
I think a lot of people that have been getting really mad about stuff online, it's like it'll just be a blanket statement, and they're like, "Wait a minute, this shoe fits," and I'm mad. Like,
Right.
yeah, it's like, wait a minute, that wasn't a personal call out, but now you just called yourself out, so I don't know what to tell you about
this shoe fits and I'm mad.
Yeah.
I saw one fucking post. It was a meme, and it was a picture of Denzel Washington, and underneath the text it said, "This is how you stop racism." And it says a white officer kills a black man, and it's crossed off white and black. And I'm like, first of all, shut the fuck up, you dumb motherfucker. Second, Denzel Washington didn't say that shit, you stupid piece of shit. That's people saying like, look, it can't be racist. Denzel Washington's a respectable black man, and he's saying my
he's
opinion.
very articulate.
Yeah, yeah, David.
I also saw a picture of some guy had a tattoo of Denzel Washington as Malcolm X.
Oh my God!
And it was some quote from Malcolm X, and they're like, "That's Denzel Washington."
Oh wait, I got really high and watched that Malcolm X movie too with Denzel Washington.
He did play Denzel
really
Washington.
good. That movie was
Yeah.
good.
Yeah. I had that shit on VHS when I was a kid. It was like 3 fucking tapes. It was like, I think it's like it's
3 hours long. Yeah.
It was a great movie. Spike Lee joint.
like Braveheart.
Spike Lee joint. That's where I first heard the song "Beans and Cornbread," and it's been stuck in my head since then. Beans and cornbread had a fight. Beans and cornbread, something something. I'll be ready.
Don't sing it.
Don't
sing it.
Yeah, the online argument that I never get is the whole rebel flag thing.
Oh god.
Where it's like you could explain the origins of it so many times. People are like, no, it's history. But like, somebody posted something the other day, and it really made me think about like how insignificant the fucking Confederacy actually was. you
Yeah.
know?
Oh yeah.
Like it only lasted for a couple of years.
I feel like
yeah,
it's
that's what I saw.
more-
I saw someone said the Confederacy only lasted less than 5 years. And we're still holding on to it.
What
There's
did you,
more
what did
people-
you relate it to?
Oh, I just said that the Confederacy only lasted. It lasted for less time than the
like-
average military enlistment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, like 5 years. That's like nothing. Like, why are we naming like military bases after traitor generals?
Yeah. I feel like there's
Weird.
more people around today who support the Confederate flag than there were actually people part of the actual
yeah.
Confederate
Well,
fucking
and
political party.
And they always have that argument that like, oh well, most people that fought in the Civil War were not slave owners. Most people that fought in the Confederacy for the Civil War were not slave owners. Yeah, that just
you
means
chose the
that
wrong side.
rich people tricked a bunch of kids into going to fucking die for them so that they could have extra money.
Actually,
Same as
John,
every fucking war.
And the more things
Confederacy was
change,
about states' rights.
the more they see this.
States' rights to own people.
own
Yeah.
people.
What?
Yeah.
I've been defeated.
No, someone had that argument the other day. They're like, if we take all down all the Confederacy statues, then we're erasing history, and that could be very dangerous. It's like, well, let's take an example from Germany. This is what they did. They ripped
Tell it, David.
They ripped down all of the Nazi statues, and they replaced them with statues depicting the victims of these horrible things, so you don't forget the history and don't repeat the history.
Yeah, that's
That's
good
exactly what we should do. And they were talking
Well,
about
there are some statues like that in this country, but probably not enough.
Yeah, no. So this person was using the example of Savannah. They're like, if we take down all of the Confederacy stuff, there'll be nothing left in the historic district of Savannah. I've been to Savannah. There were 2 statues there, and I looked it up. I was like, maybe I